It's going to be really weird when I upload this video onto YouTube because it's going to be a 2 to 3 hour gap between the last video and this video. And the reason why is because I tried to record twice. I've played this game twice since the last time I uploaded a video on YouTube, and there were complications, I will say. So for the first time, like an hour and a half into the video, I was getting ready to finish the video and call it a day, and there was a storm that went over and it knocked out the power. And as a result, it knocked out OBS and I ended up losing the recording. When the power came back on, later that night, it was Canada Day, in fact, on Wednesday, and Canada's birthday. It's a holiday in Canada, so I was playing then. And later in the day, when the power came back on, I hopped on here. I played for another 90 minutes, and I was like, okay, well, I mean, we missed 90 minutes of recording, but at least we made up for it. We did 90 minutes right here. I shut down the game, and I'm getting ready to stop OBS. Shit, I forgot to press the record button, so I ended up losing 2 recordings. One to the power outage, and then again because I forgot to press record in OBS. My god, I hope I'm recording now. I don't even want to look. I'm just going to assume it's recording. But anyways, let me give you an update on what I've been working on here. So, this is the Iron Rig, and this story has introduced this sort of fissure that is forming underneath the water. And the fissure first expanded over into the Marrows, and when it expanded over here, it ejected this black slime or black oil into the area. And one of the things I had to do was to fish in this black slime and bring back samples of these new fish to the scientist at the rig, and also to clear up the black oil from the Marrows. After you complete all of that story, and the fissure expands over to the Gale Cliffs. And once again, you're doing the same thing. You got to catch the fish, give the samples to the scientist, clean up the black oil, and then again, the fissure spreads over to the Stellar Basin, which is where I currently am. On the map, these little black things here are the black oil. In order to clean it up, you have to purchase this thing here, the siphon trawler. And what you do is, as you go over into the black oil, you put down this siphon trawler and it sucks up the black oil and basically cleans the water. And you also end up getting these dark canisters. And the dark canisters are used for various things over at the Iron Rig. Anyways, we are now in this area, the Stellar Basin. I believe I've completed all of the special fish in this area that I needed to catch for the scientist, but I have not finished cleaning up the oil. So that is what we're going to start with here. We are going to finish cleaning the oil. And now that I have been playing the Iron Rig DLC for, I don't know, we're probably up to 4 hours or so, I would say. Clearly, much more content than the Pale Reach. I mean, the Pale Reach is completable within about an hour, and this one we're already up to 4 hours, so clearly a lot more content. But it's a different type of content. It is introducing a story and such, but over here it seems to be more focused on just bringing you back to areas in the base game that you've already visited, and sort of introducing new content to explore. In this case, it's this black tar stuff, as well as following the story of the fissure and what is underneath the water, and catching all these new fish, getting new rods, and various new equipment and all that, so. Okay. So that is that area there, all cleaned up of the black oil. Now, even though the black oil is gone, you can still fish in these spots where the black oil was. You can still catch the new fish that the DLC introduced. I'm also going back through the areas and trying to capture as many as possible the fish and complete the encyclopedia. I don't know if I'm actually going to try to do it in full, but I am sort of working towards it as sort of a secondary objective. So we can see here, Stellar Basin starts with number 34 here, Aurora Jellyfish. So we can see I have all the fish here, all the aberrations, up until right here. So the Crown of Thorns is the only fish that I'm missing the aberration for from the base game, but with the new DLC, actually no, I lied. I'm also missing the aberration of the spiny lobster. But from the DLC, I'm actually missing the aberration of the sea slug as well. So I am keeping an eye out for that. That is why I have these pots down. I'm hoping we can capture some of that stuff. Okay, that is the second black tar, black oil, whatever it is, cleaned up. I think there's 5 of them in this area, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. I wouldn't say this is the most exciting thing to do in the game, but I don't know, there's something sort of relaxing about it. I'm not even sure if this is something that you necessarily have to do. I don't believe any of the people on the iron rig actually told you have to go out and clear all the black oil from the various areas around the map. I know they said they wanted me to go out to collect samples of it and to bring back some of those black vials, but beyond that, I don't think anyone's actually waiting for me to complete this. So I don't know. Maybe I don't even need to do this, but I am. There might be an achievement for it, I'm not sure. I mean, there might even be a pursuit. What's in the pursuits for the iron rig? Construct buildings on the rig, assist the corporation, build defenses, wait for samples, yeah. So, I don't know. Maybe there's no reason to actually do this, but nonetheless, I'm doing it. What the hell is that? Interesting. I don't remember ever seeing that before. Okay. There we go. Looks like there's just one more spot over there, and then we are finished. Okay, so that should be all of the black tar things from this area. Did not mean to do that. Okay, so the next objective is to head back to the iron rig. Actually, let me go check those traps one more time. Yep, still haven't caught what we need. I don't know. It's very strange. I must be missing something. Maybe I'm supposed to use a different type of pot, I'm not sure. Okay, well, hopefully I remember to come back and check on those. So let's head back to the iron rig, and we can actually use this thing right here. And then from here, we can use the portal that we set up. Oh, and after the last story objective that we completed, you can see that this big monster has attacked the rig, these tentacles underneath. That happened after I completed the objectives for the iron rig in the Gale Cliffs, so... Ah. Okay, so you need one of these and one of the boxes. Do I have one of the boxes left? No. I knew I should have picked up that box while I was out there. Usually there is one of those shipwrecks over here, and there is typically a box, and there is, so we'll pick this up here. That's why it's always a good idea to kind of hold on to a couple of these boxes for this DLC. You never know where you're going to need them. hell is that? I should mention this giant fish has been appearing rather frequently. Holy shit! I was not expecting that. That was hilarious. I didn't know that fish would attack me. Well, this time when we see the fish, we will have to clearly avoid him. Now, is that fish gonna appear again? Interesting. It's not appearing this time. Oh, well, that thing's appearing, but... I wonder why that fish appeared right there and didn't appear again. Curious. Oh, this is the sound waves, okay. I'm sure whatever is underneath the water here is going to really enjoy that. You know what this does remind me of is that movie and real world story. I can't remember what it's called. Deepwater Horizon. I should have remembered that. That's the name of the rig. Wild story. If anyone, if you haven't seen that movie, I highly recommend watching it. Just realizing now, I need to repair. Can this guy repair? Can, right? Yeah. Since we're going to go into a new area here, I think we'll take off the siphon trawler for now. We'll worry about that later. And we'll put the radiant trawl net back on. Presumably all of these new fish here have aberrations as well, so it's best to just keep going to see if you can get... Okay, speaking of which, if you can get the aberration. Boreal shell. Okay, just missing one more for the scientist. That's good. Okay, we'll go look for the other fish right now. Did I already get one of these? Yeah. Oh, but I'm still looking for the aberration for it. There we go. We're missing an aberration for the gar. Catfish. Okay, and then here we are. So there was only one of that. Yeah, and then one of each of those as well. And we're still missing one type of fish, it looks like. Oh, that's from the pot, though. Hey, there we go. Did I do this one? I don't think I did this one. Okay, well, that was easy. So let's go back into our storage. Let's swap this back out. I was hoping to catch something, but didn't get anything new. We're still missing the aberration of the gar, but we need to get some pots now. And I don't believe this guy sells any pots, so we will have to go over to the traveling merchant. Right here, right? This is the gar? Yeah, okay. There we go. That's exactly what I want right there. The grinning gar. Nice. Alright, let's check the encyclopedia. Whoops. Okay, the catfish. Yeah, so we're still missing the aberration for the catfish. And other than that, it's just the crab that we need. So we need to keep an eye out for the catfish. And we need to check the pots. Okay. Okay. That is the last upgrade for the factory. I'm curious to see what tier 4 includes. Looks like you can, oh, make bait. Okay, cool. And what was the other thing that it wanted me to oh yeah, not upgrade, but to build the fleet services. Everything should be operational here. Okay, so what does fleet services do? We can make improvements to your vessel here that you won't find anywhere else. Oh, okay, so all the upgrades I already got. However, it looks like upgrades your vessel to a tier 5 hull adds 11 new cargo spaces. 2 boxes for that? Okay, well, wait a second. Is there another box right over here? Come on, seriously? Man. Kind of strange that we're not catching the fish that we want. That wasn't catfish there, was it? It is. Perfect. The Nightwing catfish. The good news is, after catching that catfish, that is all the fish from the base game from the mangrove area, I believe. Well, we're going to call it here. Got a lot done. We did finish... what did we finish? Given the fact that we missed 3 hours, because I lost 3 hours of video, we finished everything in the Marrows, we finished everything in the Gale Cliffs, and we finished everything in the Stellar Basin for the Iron Rig DLC. We are currently working on the Twisted Strand. We are almost done. We're just missing the crab from this area, and then clearing up these oil spills or whatever they are. But yeah, that's it for tonight. I'll see you in the next one. See you later.